CC fam, welcome back to my channel. Today is Reset Wednesday. If you are new, consider subscribing and hitting the bell next to it. Make it ding so you won't miss a thing. So I do Reset Wednesdays to uplift, encourage, motivate, and inspire you all and help you get over that hard hump we call life. So we're about to get into it, all right? So for today's reset, I'm going to be speaking about being selfish, or the topic selfish. Now, being selfish could be a good and bad thing. So I'm going to talk about the bad first, and then we'll end it out with the good. Now, the meaning of selfish is prioritizing something or someone or an objective, something over something. Prioritizing something, and that could be, you could be the recipient of that, or you could be the giver. Okay, so with being selfish and it being a bad thing, I want to advise you that God expects us to lend over our resources, and that's not always money, but that could be wisdom, giving people shortcuts in life if we have a certain expertise or knowledge or what have you. God blesses us and equips us with those things to bless others. So don't withhold God's blessings by hindering somebody else of opportunities because you have a wealth of resources in whatever form and you're not sharing. Also, you should just have the desire to just give in some kind of way. Also, with being selfish, if you see someone struggling and you know you can help them and they want to be helped and you see them trying, how dare you not extend a hand up in life? You're being selfish. So I don't want you to be surprised if you see some mayhem going on in your life. You got to check yourself and say, you know what? I operated in selfishness with this, that, and the third. And I don't want that for you. So this is something I'm just advising for you all. Also, with being selfish, I want to talk about not making yourself so available. That could be a good thing, that could be a bad thing, but let's talk about the bad version. Being selfish, you could offer up your time, you could offer up yourself like community service at a church, some entity or cause that's less off than you. You are in a position, a lot of people are worse off than you. So I want to challenge you today to offer yourself and not be selfish. You can sacrifice an hour to tutor kids. You can sacrifice maybe sharing your wealth of knowledge. You can sacrifice volunteering. It's a lot going on. You can sacrifice by buying bottles of water or packs of toilet paper or help going grocery shopping for the elderly, what have you. Whatever God put on your heart, just pray about it. But you pretty much know where you can give. So I want to challenge you today to step out on faith and be obedient and not be so selfish. Now, let's talk about time and a good thing. Now, sometimes we outgrow people and things and whatever, and it's no reason to keep yourself in a situation you've outgrown, whether that's a relationship of any form or you affiliate yourself with a group. You might have outgrown that group or those people or that relationship, that person, that job, whatever. It is time in 2020 for you to be happy and to be selfish. Don't delay. Life It's kind of getting short out here, and I just don't want you to look back and have any regrets. So it is time for you to be selfish and invest in yourself. You might have a season where you have to walk alone in this journey called life, which you're never alone, but you know that. But yes, it may be time for you to really be selfish and dedicate building yourself up in some way or form. And you're gonna have to tell some friends, yo, I can't talk on the phone all day and night. You might have to pack meals early the night before, because you can't dedicate your routine coming home from work, then cooking, then you investing and taking classes, and then going to bed. It's good to be good to yourself. So I want to remind you that you have the most time with yourself and nobody else, you and the Lord. And He is not withholding His blessings, especially with time, from you. So utilize selfishness sometimes just to be good to yourself, whether that's meditating, working out, getting a facial massage. Do something for you. Also, in a good way of being selfish, don't feel obligated to share and overgive to people and entities, and you're not reciprocating anything back. It might be time to dead and cut off some things, some people. And it's okay to be selfish, because you don't want weeds in your garden. If you hadn't got my book, Transparency, I talked about that. So, yes, you don't want to have things that's killing your growth in your garden. You don't have fruits of the Spirit. You don't have things growing in your life, but you have things eating your potential away. We talked about that. But yes, this is time for you to be selfish. And I know that's taboo. It's kind of harsh to hear and actually digest in your heart. Like, wow, yeah, I am being taken advantage of, or yeah, I do overgive in a certain area and it doesn't serve me. So I'm gonna have to pull it back. And that's okay. People will cope. People will move on. Because users, what they do, they use. Haters, they hate. So you just got to figure out a way to find what makes you happy at the end of the day. You can't live trying to please others. So it's okay. It is fine for you to be selfish and put God and you first. Because people in organizations and all that, they are thinking of themselves first. So you don't ever want to put yourself last. So I want to encourage you, put yourself first, okay? And it's all right. Don't feel bad. That is just something I hear a lot of people struggle with just selfishness, in a sense that it's good, and they feel it's automatically a bad thing. No, sweetheart. It's really a good thing. It's part of growing pains. It's part of life. But beware of the knee-jerk reaction of the people that's going to affect. Those organizations is going to affect that you choose yourself first. You are going to get some fight back. You might have to block some numbers. You might have to distance yourself for a bit. You might have to change up who you hang around. It's okay, because when you growing and God is taking you to new heights, everybody can't go with you. That's why the airlines have a baggage weight limit. You can't take everything with you. Everybody can't go with you on your trip, on your flight to success. So keep that in mind. Alright, CC fam, this concludes my segment about being selfish, the woes and wins of being selfish. It's okay, but be careful for the woes of it. Always remember that confidence is a lifestyle, and don't you dare walk out the door without it. I love you all so much, and I'll see you right here next Wednesday for Reset Wednesday. Come get your dose and your pump up to get you through the hard humps of life. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye.